Hi there, amazing teachers from San Benito CISD. Welcome to the Bilingual Symposium. Here is another short, fast and furious online session where we are going to cover some user-friendly math and reading edtech support, because what's happening is that, of course, we're teaching our children online and it's not the same as teaching them face-to-face. So these are tools that are going to help you in supporting your students with tools that you can upload to their Google Classroom and they can have access to it. So thank you again, San Benito CISD. These are ways that you can connect with me, Dr. E.T. on the Border. You can connect to me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and then, of course, on my website. But wait, there's more. Remember, I'm always sharing that with you, that there is always more. This session, again, is asynchronous, which means it is pre-recorded, and then we will stop. You can actually stop whenever I say, okay, let's pause and practice, and then you can stop and practice, or you can allow the video to run. We are fast and furious with take-home support activities. Now, here is a QR code where I'm going to need you, even before the session is over, I'm going to come back to it so that you can scan it and be able to give us your name, your email address, and also your take back, because this is going to count as your certificate, also as the time spent here, and it'll be an hour, because even though the video might not be an hour, it is an hour of practicing as we're logging in and logging out and then going to check out the websites that I'm going to share with you. So how do you access this QR code? The way that you access this QR code is you get your cell phone out, whether it's an Android or whether it's an iPhone, and you are going to put it on camera mode. So it's kind of like you're going to take a picture of this QR code, but you're not going to push the actual button. And what will happen is the phone automatically, without you doing anything, is going to scan it, and then at the very top it's going to say open on another page. You click on it, and then it's going to take you to a Google form where you will answer about 3 or 4 questions, your email, what campus you're at, and then maybe a little response to the session, and that will be taken over to San Benito CISD attendance, and then your name will pop up, and then you will have credit for this session. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get started. One of the most challenging subjects to teach online, of course, at least for me, listening to my own children, is, of course, math. And so I'm going to take you to one of my favorite online resources. It is absolutely free. It is available to anybody. It is available to parents, students, teachers, administrators, anybody. And so here it is. It is Khan Academy. Khan Academy. As you can see up here, this is how I logged in. I typed in KHAN academy.org. Some districts do have it attached to their Clever, and if so, it'll work the same. Now notice that once I'm here in Khan Academy, there's different options. It says here, for every student, every classroom, real results. Here I have learners, teachers, districts, parents. I can go in here and log in. I can actually create my own account and log in as a teacher. Many teachers create their own Khan Academy accounts, and then they have all their grades and scores and everything saved in there. For me, I like fast and furious. And so I personally prefer just going over here to the searching whatever it is that I'm teaching, and then finding it, and then moving on, sharing it with my students. So it depends. You can use it however you want. Now, if I click here on courses, this is what is amazing, my teachers. Here are math pre-K through 8th grade activities videos, all the way to 8th grade. Okay, but wait, there's more. They also have high school and college, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2. Okay, And they have math get ready courses. But wait, there's more. What? There's more? Yes, here we have science, biology, okay, physics, computers, arts and humanities, U.S. government, economics, reading and language arts, life skills. So how can I use this as a teacher? Well, let's say that I'm teaching math or I'm teaching reading, and maybe I'm teaching a specific content, a specific area. And maybe my kids are like, okay, I'm bored. I heard the teacher talking, what else can we have? Well, I can go in here and enhance my teaching, change it up, because I used to do this when I taught face-to-face. I would have these videos and show them to my kids. So the way that it works is, let's say that I want to go into reading language arts, and maybe I'm teaching 3rd grade. I'm going to click on 3rd grade, and here are all the different topics. Now here it's saying up here at the top, reading and vocabulary. That's what this is about. And so here they have pets, homes, extreme environments. I could choose which one. And here, just for the sake of learning and showing you, I'm just going to click on building knowledge. I'm going to click on building knowledge and look at all the different options that they have. Anything here on my left side that has a little pencil, that means that's an activity, a writing activity. What I personally love is the videos. Okay, so here it's giving me information on informational text. I could choose a video on summarizing nonfiction, and many students have trouble with that, even me as an adult. Well, is fiction false or true? It's always that, trying to understand what is the main idea. Finding connections using text features. And then, of course, if I scroll down, I can see all the other different options that I have. Now, I'm going to click here on summarizing nonfiction, just so we can see what it looks like. It's the little play button. I'm going to click on the play button. And
Hello, readers. Today I'm going to be talking about the skill of summary, which you might be familiar with in the form of summarizing stories. It's like a retelling, but shorter, and in your own words. This is an important skill, summarizing fiction, but it's not what we're talking about today. This kind of summarizing is used when you want to sum up the information in a non-fiction passage, like a magazine article, a book, a news story, a scientific paper. Most scientific papers begin with a quick retelling of what the paper's about. So say you're a scientist and you discovered a cure for RoboFlu. Let's say
Now, what I love about this video is notice how they have the words in the bottom. So I can not only hear what he's saying, but I can also read what he's saying. I could also rewind it and say, okay, what was he saying at the beginning? Let me go back. And then at the end, you see how there's a bunch of pictures and the colors. And so our students, really all students, I'm not going to say just ESL bilingual students, we need visuals. This is a form of sheltered instruction. And so this is how we get it, by looking at this right here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give you can pause this video right now, and then you can open up a new tab at the very top of your computer, and you can go to Khan Academy, open it up, and go into courses real quick. Okay, awesome job. So you've already gone in there and you've checked. You've gone into, I'm going to get out of this one right here. I'm going to X out of it. I'm going to go back to my courses. Okay, so again, here I have math, science, arts and humanities. And here I even have social skills, social and emotional skills. There's even careers, personal finance, growth mindset. So we're looking at every subject in reality. It's not just math and reading, but we can extend this to anything. And really reading, we can connect it to absolutely every subject. Now, if I go here, I can also search. Maybe I don't want to search by grade level or by topic. Maybe I already know what my students need. Maybe we are working on fractions, right? So I'm just going to type fractions and I'm going to search fractions. And when I do that, all these are going to pop up. All these different little videos are going to pop up. Intro to fractions, rates with fractions, write common fractions as decimals, Okay, maybe my kids are struggling with writing common fractions as decimals. So when I click here, here is an activity, right? We can do it together. On the left side, here is where I have videos, worksheets, and activities. I personally, again, I love the videos. Notice up here how I can also add this to my Google Classroom. So maybe I want my kids to work on this together. I can just send it to them through Google Classroom or through my email. I'm going to go over here to the video on
what we're
common
going to do
fractions.
in this video is give ourselves practice representing fractions that you're going to see a lot in life in different ways. So the first fraction we're going to explore is 1/5. Then we're going to explore 1/4. Then we are going to explore 1/2. So let's start with 1/5. So I encourage you to pause the video and think about how would you represent 1/5 as a decimal? Well, there's a bunch of ways that you could think about it. You could divide 5 into 1. You could say that this is equal to 1 divided by 5. And if you did that, you actually...
So again, here is the video. You can see it. I know, for example, my daughter was having trouble with certain parts in math for 3rd grade. So then we just went back and we just saw the videos, because sometimes all we need to see is we can just look at it. Now, remember I had shared with you that, wait, I have more. Yes, there is more. So again, here is math, courses. Now you should have opened this screen on your computer. So go ahead and click on anything that you want, that you feel you could use in your own classroom. They even have history. So you could either go ahead and pause the video, or you could just start the activity or start logging in and checking this out after this video is over. Okay, so I had said to you, but wait, there is more. This website, Khan Academy, also exists in Spanish. What? In Spanish? And maybe you don't have students that speak Spanish, but maybe you do. And even if you don't have students that speak Spanish, their parents might speak Spanish. And sometimes parents want to understand what the student is learning, because how many times have students told us, that's not how my teacher taught me, right? So here is a way that your students can log in and they will find the same exact activities, similar videos, not exactly the same, but it serves the same purpose. So again, if I go up here to cursos, which are the courses, and you will not have as many as we have in English, but we have enough. So here is mathematics 1st through 8th, math high school, university math in high school, science, computers, finance, and economy. So if I have a student, for example, that is a Spanish speaker and they are in my class and they're having trouble, especially with math. So the Spanish version, I love to use it, of course. It's usually for math and science and computer science. But I'm going to click on 3rd grade. Let's say that my student is having trouble with multiplication. And I want to be able to support my student with multiplication, but we're having a language thing, right? A language barrier where maybe I don't speak Spanish, or, we're having communication issues, but we know that knowledge is knowledge. So the student knows this knowledge in Spanish, and of course, knowledge transfers, and this might help the student. So I'm going to go here because I randomly chose multiplication. If I click on it, again, I'm going to see the videos. Grupos iguales, introducción a la multiplicación, y multiplicación como suma repetida. I'm going to click on this video so you can see it.
A nuestra amiga ardilla le gusta recolectar bellotas, ya que son su alimento. Y digamos que cada día ella puede recolectar 3 bellotas. Y yo me pregunto, ¿cuántas bellotas tendrá si hace esto durante 5 días? Una forma de pensar en esto es que cada día ella recolecta un grupo de 3 bellotas. Podemos ver esto como lo que ella recolecta en un día. En el día 2, ella recolecta un segundo grupo de 3 bellotas. En el día 3, puede recolectar un tercer grupo de 3 bellotas. Y es el mismo número de bellotas que ella recolecta cada día. El cuarto día recolecta otras 3 y el quinto día otras 3. Si tienen curiosidad por saber cuántas bellotas recolectó en total, pueden contarlas una por una o pueden pensar que ella tiene 5 grupos de 3 bellotas, 5 grupos iguales de 3 bellotas. Podemos decir que son 5 grupos de 3 bellotas, por lo que la cantidad total podemos verla como 5 treces. Y podemos ver 5 treces como sumar 3 5 veces. 3 más 3 más 3 más 3 más 3.
So here, the student that might not know English, right? They can still they know the numbers. They know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3. And so this is a great tool because it supports the student. So I always encourage my teachers to share this with parents, with students. I use Khan Academy when I'm trying to understand a specific lesson, a specific math lesson for my kids, or if I'm going to teach something to my students. It is a great and amazing tool. So again, this one here is in Spanish. I can also go back to search. I can search just basics, right? Or I can go to cursos again. Here we have Algebra 1. We have students in Algebra 1. Again, fundamentals of algebra, resolver ecuaciones, trabajar con unidades. I'm going to play that one too. Introducción al análisis dimensional.
En muchas ocasiones hemos visto que la distancia es igual a rapidez multiplicada por tiempo. Y lo que quiero hacer en este video es usar esta simple fórmula, esta simple ecuación, para entender que las unidades pueden verse también como objetos algebraicos. Pueden ser tratadas como variables a medida que estamos desarrollando una fórmula, una ecuación, lo cual llega a ser muy útil para asegurarnos que, al aplicar la fórmula, estamos obteniendo las unidades que realmente corresponden. Así, por ejemplo, si nos dan una rapidez de 5 metros por segundo, si nos dan una rapidez de 5 metros por segundo y un tiempo de 10 segundos, podemos aplicar directamente la fórmula para obtener entonces que la distancia es igual a la rapidez 5 metros por segundo multiplicada por el tiempo, que es 10 segundos. Lo interesante aquí es que podemos tratar las unidades como si fueran objetos algebraicos, como si fueran variables. Así es que esto va a ser igual a, aquí tenemos una multiplicación. Ya sabemos que el orden de los factores no altera el producto, por lo que esto es igual a 5 por 10, que multiplica a...
Now we won't listen to the whole entire video, but do you see how amazing it is? There is absolutely nothing that you cannot find, and that's one of the reasons I actually love the Spanish version because it's very detailed. Now, sometimes people want to register and all that. If you register, what will happen is that your screen will be different. You will not go back to the regular screen where it shows you the beginning of Khan Academy. It'll basically be give you more information because then it turns into kind of like a Google Classroom kind of thing, which there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. So again, here is Khan Academy. We have pre-K, math skills. I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to judge this. These are new right here. High school civics, high history project origins, and world history. So I'm going to click on this one here. Now here they're giving these to us in 2 sections, right? Era 1, Era 2, early humans. Era 3, early societies and empires. I'm going to click on this one. It was my favorite when I was growing up. And here, basically, you can find videos.
So how are Australian cities different from American ones?
About the same. Like it or not, progress is always driving forward.
But sometimes on the other side of the road.
Oh, that's deep, Colby. Hi, I'm Kim Lochner, and along with Colby Burnett, we're introducing Era 3. In Era 2, our ancestors expanded from their homeland to cover much of the world. By about 6000 BCE, a small group of people dotted the planet. Some farmed or herded animals, others foraged for food. Many did all three to sustain themselves and their families. Although humans live.
Now here, what I can do is here I have the subtitles. I can check the settings. I can make the screen larger. I can go on to the next article. And here, if you want to learn more about this one, you can click here. It gives you information. Then I would open it up. And here is more information about the 3 close reads processes. Okay, all of this is available to us. I'm going to go back. I'm going to click out of it. But here, before I do that, I could search and I could see everything that they're talking about. Everything is available here. And I've actually been here before, so this is pretty cool. Again, these social studies ones are brand new. Make sure that you share that with your friends and with your colleagues. Again, I did not have to turn on a know a password, know a login. The way that I checked this out was by going here to my Google. All I did was type in Khan Academy. I click on Khan Academy, and then I'm going to scroll down until I find it. Khan Academy free online course. I click here, and here I am. Now remember, you can also create your own account. You can log in as a teacher. Parents can log in as parents. To log in is khanacademy.org. It is absolutely very easy, very user-friendly, and I highly recommend it to everybody, especially right now during online learning and teaching. Again, this is math and reading EdTech support. We threw in there a little bit of science and social studies. Thank you, San Benito. This is a way that you can connect with me. And here I'm going to leave this on the screen for a little bit so that you can go ahead and make sure that you scan it. So you take out your cell phone, you act like you're going to take a picture, but don't really take a picture. You are going to wait for it to populate, and what will happen is that once you're pointing at it like you're going to take a picture, at the very top of your screen or at the very bottom of your screen, it'll say open forms in Safari. You click it open, and then you will find the information to show that you were here for this session. It will ask you for the email address, for your full name, for your campus. Is there anything specific that you learned today or that you're going to use? It takes less than 2 minutes, and that's it. So thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you in another asynchronous recorded section. God bless you, mis amigos. See you soon.